M-Dog Gaming.
Welcome to M-Dog Gaming. This is M-Dog. Today we're doing a first impressions video of Payday 2. This game is currently in beta on Steam. If you pre-purchase it at a certain level, you have access to beta. This is basically it's a game about robbing banks and other establishments, and it is a first-person shooter. It's the sequel to Payday 1, which I have frankly never played. And we're going to take a quick look. I like to do these first impression videos before I have played the game very much, and that is the case here. I have done the intro level, which basically just involves establishing that you have a safe house. And then I have looked at a couple of the initial missions, but not played them much. So we're going to take a look at a couple things first. You have your person that you are playing as in a team of 4. That can be with AI controlled players, and we'll talk about that more in a little bit, or that can be with cooperatively with other folks that you play with online. And spoiler alert, that's the way to go. But you actually progress your player as you go. So you get money by going on missions and get the weapons, purchase them with the money that you get from the heists that you perform. You have primary, secondary weapons, armor, equipment, and then to customize your character you can put together a wide variety of masks. They also have a very involved skill system where you put skill points as you gain levels into different things. For instance, the combat doctor skill under the mastermind lets you place 2 doctor bags instead of just 1, and it says ace with 8 points, and I think that means in this tree your doctor bag has additional charges. And the tier bonus is your converted enemy gains more health and deals additional damage. So there's all kinds of abilities under each of the trees, and a lot to do in this game, a lot to unlock, a lot to enjoy. I want to do, as we go through this first impressions video, I want to just show you a beginning part of a mission just to see what a little bit of the gameplay is like, and then hopefully we will do some additional missions in the near future. And it shows you the difficulty as well as how much money you could potentially gain. It shows you the experience that you will get. And once you accept the mission, it will load it up and get you started. Now, I am using a 360 controller, wired Xbox controller. I think probably a lot of people will prefer the mouse and keyboard, but for me, so far, I've enjoyed using the controller. You start out with the ability to blend in as a civilian, but before you start any basic activity, like obviously setting up your drill or even picking up your drill or getting into a locked door or anything like that, you have to put your mask on, which basically signifies the start of the mission. You can sort of scope out the place a little bit before you go in. You can see a camera in there. We just saw a guard. We're going to have to take out the guards, and then we're hopefully going to maintain the civilians. So first we got to go find, now let's see, I don't think it'll even let me get this door unlocked yet before I put the mask on. So we're going to go get that thermal drill, and it is in the truck over here. First you have to put the mask on, then you can pick up the drill. Now if anyone sees you at this point, it will alert them, and if they are able to, they will set off the alarms or call the police. Okay. It's letting me pick the lock. I'm still getting used to a new mic here, so if my sound levels are a little all over the place, I apologize. I have not mastered the gain and other settings on this mic. There is a roof area. Sometimes it helps to go up there to have an advantage shooting down at the law enforcement as they arrive. Now, this is suggesting that I use the drill. This is the security office, so if we were able to turn off the cameras, that might help. Alright, someone has noticed the sound. Now, I think this will alert. Yeah, we're detected now. Alright. So we just put a hand tie on one of the civilians. You want to keep as many of them as possible, although even having lots of civilians does not seem to deter. I guess that's a civilian we wasted. Even having civilians down like this does not seem to deter law enforcement from coming in pretty hot and heavy. Police are here. No peaceful negotiations in this game. I don't know how much fun the gameplay would be, but I do think it would be interesting if you could do more peaceful, or at least have the opportunity to negotiate a bit before getting into the brutal gunfight that seems to start as soon as they arrive. But hey, I understand. We did take out a civilian when we got here, so we can't complain. So this drill gives you an estimated time for completion. And once you've been spotted like this, it's basically just fend off the law enforcement long enough to get into the vault, get your money, and then try to make the great escape to the van. This game is very difficult. I think it's more I think it's more difficult when playing with AI-controlled teammates instead of true co-op. True co-op is the way to go, I would say, in this game, from what I've seen and heard. And it also probably helps to have a little more first-person shooter skill than I have, but doing the best we can here. It's neat how even some of the guns sound different based on what you're firing, what the law enforcement is firing. Once the SWAT team arrives, a lot of time the regular police will sort of stay at more of a distance, and the SWAT will move in, and then things get really hairy. And see, they do a decent job of trying to circle you up, get behind you, and got some good progress going on this drill. Anyway, I am having a great time. A reminder, this game is in beta. It is coming out in August fairly soon, so I don't anticipate significant changes between now and then, but should always remember when a game's in beta, it's not a finished product. I have really enjoyed my time playing this game so far, and I've just started to scratch the surface of it, and hopefully we'll have some future videos. And one thing I'd like to definitely highlight is cooperative play and what it's like when you can actually come up with a strategy with other players and try to make that happen. So there you have it, Payday 2. Hope you've enjoyed.
Bye bye, Nods.